do the New Atlanta episode 4. Wasn't too much with this episode, but we'll get into some bullshit and fuckery anyway. It starts out with Emily and Justin. It starts out basically where it left off last week with Justin going to Emily's house, thinking he about to smash. She drunk, he drunk, but they're talking. He like, what's up with our relationship? He was like, first he was like, I was thinking about you, and she was like, thinking about what? So he was like, what's up with our relationship? Everybody thinking we together, we really not together. What's up? She basically tell him like, I don't want to be with you. We cool. I smashed you and kissed all on you and make out with you because you my ex, you who I'm comfortable with. I don't want to need to go meet the new people and give out my cooties, and it ain't gonna work. So might as well give them to you because I'm comfortable with you. Basically what she said. She was like, I'm not in love with you, so it ain't going nowhere. He looking like, what the hell? Where all that come from? Like, he wasn't expecting that at all. He thought that she was going to be like, okay, let's make this work. We always together anyway. Which I would have thought too. Like, bitch, you always with him. Why y'all couldn't make this work? I just didn't get that. But, hey, to each his own. That's who you want to be with or whatever. So, hey. They kind of go back and forth because by now he hurt. His feelings, he hurt. So, he just like, this is not fair that you've been leading me on. She act like she wasn't leading him on, and when she seen him getting mad and defensive, which he had every right to, then she gets mad and start calling him an asshole and telling him to leave and all this kind of stuff. But I'm sitting there like, you just hurt this dude. You hurt his whole pride, heart, all that kind of good stuff. What did you expect? And you do lead him on. What everything he was saying was fucking true, Emily, so I didn't get it. She ended up calling him asshole, telling him to leave, so he gets up, he leave. He called her a bitch. I was like, oops. I'm like, that's why you not with her now. Don't call people names when you mad. Both of y'all, there's no need for you guys to be in a relationship because you guys, once y'all get mad, it's no holds bars. You calling him an asshole, he calling you a bitch. And I'm sitting there like, okay, if y'all smash later on tonight, did y'all forget y'all was calling each other names? Just saying. I just feel like when people get in these arguments and they say these stupid, hateful shits, I'd be like, you meant that shit. Regardless if you said it when you was mad, you meant every fucking word of that. Anyway, the next one was Bond. He met up with his friend or somebody, and he wants to see his book cover because he's doing a book about relationships and men and what men think. It was called Man All You, Men You All. I don't know, but I wouldn't have bought it. I wouldn't read it. I'm like, you give me Stevie JT, so why the fuck would I want to know some advice from a dude that think he a player? We'll get into that. Africa and her friend Defina, they at the wig shops trying on different wigs and all this kind of stuff. They just going through all this different bullshit. They bring up the Vaughn situation. Her friend is like, what's up with that? Like, I see you guys being public. She was telling her how she went on a date at his house. A date, whatever. He cooked for her and all that bullshit, and she gave up the draws. Yeah, so they were talking about the relationship. Defina was like, do you see a future with him? What's going to go on? She just like, I'm letting things flow and all this kind of stuff. And I'm sitting there like, you too old to be letting shit flow. Now, I understand, girls, want to be single. But, bitch, no, not when you giving up cooties. It's not something you don't be talking about. You letting it flow. You're not letting it flow when you already gave up your goods. That's not letting it flow. And if that's what you're letting it flow, bitch, you's a hoe just like Alex. I'm just saying, like, no. I understand women be saying, oh, we could do the same thing men do, but bitch, hoeing is not one of them. What else happened? Defina was telling her, if you are going to do that, hey, do you, but give yourself a deadline. You don't want to keep staying in this cycle and shit ain't progressing. So that was cool advice for Defina, because Defina just like, this bitch is just delusional and she's gonna do what she wanna do. Trimble meet up with his business partner. They're I guess looking at a bar, a restaurant to have they party at. It's like gonna be at an ice bar, but they want to have a Valentine's party because we find out Trimble do party promotions or whatever. So he was looking over the menu and all that kind of good stuff. So I was like, okay, that's cool. He asked his business partner to go to Vaughn's seminar with him, and they were talking about Vine, and they were talking about they wouldn't want no relationship advice from Vine, and I was like, shit, me neither. Emily and Emily too, her assistant girl, they go shopping at some warehouse, thing to get wholesale warehouse market or some shit like that, to go look for some jeans to restock the store. They talk about what happened with Justin. Emily gave her spin on the situation, and I was like, whatever. Then it comes to the book event, little seminar for Vine. Everybody is there, just all men. Was it me? Or did that one dude, or was that the dude, I think it's RL from Next, the group Next, Too Close, Butter Love, type of shit. But, yeah, I thought that was him, but if it wasn't, it looked just like his ass. Jazzy Faye was there. It was cool. They was all getting drunk. So I knew this wasn't going to be a real, rational, if you want to say, conversation, because they was getting, first of all, you starting it out with shots and drinks and shit, so I just felt like once the drinks was flowing, these dudes was going to say whatever comes off the top of their head, regardless if they sound stupid or not, but, which they did. So, anyway, they was throwing out questions because Vi said that he's basically finished with his book, but he need one more chapter, and he was going to throw out questions, and the answers that he get from different guys, that's what's going to go in the book. So, they was asking, like, would they settle down with one woman? What drives a man to cheat? And all this bullshit. And they had good questions, but the answers was bullshit. Vine is just like, it's okay. As long as you being honest with the woman, it's okay. Now, I agree. I accept honesty, true enough. But I don't want your dirty dick. I'm just saying. Like, no, you're not going to come and tell me you sleeping with her, and I'm going to be cool. Only ratchet asshole bitches do that. I'm just saying. Ain't no real woman going to let a man say, I'm going to sleep with you, and you. Long as I'm being honest with you, you going to be cool with it. No. Not no real woman. Only a groupie bitch. Or a bitch that don't want nothing out of life. That's the only bitch that's going to say, I'm cool with that. Trimble was like, Vine, I want to know your take on cheating. Because Trimble know that Vine is fucking with Africa. So he wants to see what his thoughts of it is. Especially when you dating somebody. Or supposed to be, going on dates and trying to get to know somebody. Especially a bitch that he was trying to smash. Vine is just basically like, should I never be with one woman? And I was just like, do you understand who you telling this to? Maybe you don't understand or know that Trimble like Africa. So you giving him this information by, just off of your thoughts, but not knowing this boy like your girl. Trimble like, what the fuck? What the fuck am I at? That's basically what Trimble said. Because Trimble's like, that's not how I was raised. I wasn't raised to smash all kind of girls. I was raised to be with one person. And I was like, this show right here was going to give Trimble a lot of pussy. I'm just saying, because the way he was answering it, it was like, oh, I know a lot of girls, white girls, black girls, Asian girls, gonna be like, oh, because I was like that. I was like, he's really a good dude, and he's really looking for a relationship. That's why I was hoping that his shit would work with Africa, but she's so delusional. She don't know what the fuck she wants. She don't want a real man. She wants some bullshit. So, I thought that they were gonna be cool together, but shit, maybe you Trimble need to get with Emily. Well, no, because they know each other too much for that shit to work. But anyway, so Trimble wasn't feeling nothing that Vaughn and his homeboys was saying because they sounded stupid. Ain't nobody buying that bullshit. Just saying. What else happened? Valentine's Day party, Trimble's Valentine's Day party. Everybody come, real nice gathering. They get together, drinks flowing, party going cool. What else? Everybody come. Vine and Trimble was talking. He was like, he was trying to, Trimble was low-key trying to bring up the event or whatever, but, without telling so much. So Vine was like, yeah, next time we're going to have a co-ed one. He was like, you sure you want to have women there with the shit that y'all was talking about? And I was like, he just trying to put thoughts in Africa and Emily head, like, hell, what the hell was they talking about? Which it worked. After that, Alex walks in. Everybody is like, what the fuck is she doing here? And I was like that too, because I'm sitting there like, When did her and Trimble become cool that she's there? Maybe because she has social life, she just got to go to all the parties. But when were they cool for her to go to Trimble's party? Because I thought Trimble was Emily's friend, and she don't like Emily. She don't like Africa, so why is you there? Maybe because Bravo told you have to be there? I don't know. So anyway, Alex is low-key flirting with, well, she wasn't even, that shit wasn't low-key. She flirting with Vaughn. Vaughn flirting with her back, knowing that he came with Africa. Because she asked him, like, did you come by yourself? He was like, oh, I came with Africa, her friend, and my friend. That was just a way of him not telling you the truth. I'm just saying. Him being honest without being honest. Basically. Why he talking about he's so fucking honest. But they in there flirting, rubbing on each other. Everybody is looking at that shit. Africa acting like she ain't phased by it, but everybody could tell her skin was crawling so bad. Like ants had just been crawling all over her damn body. Bitch, you know you want to scratch that shit because everybody noticed you was feeling very jealous and bothered by the shit. So anyway, Emily the only one had balls enough to, Emily the only one had balls enough to even confront Alex. Like, what are you doing? Like, I know I don't like this bitch, but what are you doing? She's supposed to, I know you don't like me, but she's supposed to be your friend, or used to be your friend. And she was like, well, yeah, before, but when I tried to apologize to her, she didn't want to take my apology, and she walked out. So that gives you the reason to go flirt with somebody you know she like. Bitch, sit down. Just saying. Anyway, after all of that, Trimble, he talks to Emily. They talking about Alex flirting with Vaughn. He's like, yeah, I seen it. Yeah, I like that too. I seen it. Because he brings up the shit that happens at Vaughn's book seminar. Emily gets very, very offended and very mad, which she should, because that's supposed to be your girl, so your emotions was on point. She was like, I want to tell her. And he's like, yeah, because Africa's a good girl and all this kind of stuff. So it kind of goes off like that with him. They showing Africa and Vaughn leaving. Emily looking at them all off in the little corner. She mad. She want to tell her homegirl what's going on, and it goes off. Next week, I want to see it because Africa and Alex is going to fight. And they kind of show a little bit of it. So I always want to see if they're going to show most of it and not edit the shit out wrong. So anyway, that was my review for the New Atlanta episode 4. Make sure you rate, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Keek, all that good stuff. I do everything by the Ghetto View, THA, not THE, except my Instagram is MissNika69, MIZZNEKA69. Follow me, I'll follow you back. Talk to me, I'll talk to you back. If I don't get to you as soon as you post it, it's because I didn't get the notification, but I will get back to you. Make sure you follow my girl Ashley Miller 1987 and also Mike B 801. We all do good reviews, so follow us and we'll talk to you back. Alright, peace.